Recently, at the Fort Community and Performing Arts Center, there was a showcase of the arts at the annual Youth and Arts Festival.
This is the Youth and Arts Festival for 2012. Second year we've done it. It brings all the public school kids together in one place at one time. This includes visual arts, performing arts, music. We haven't gotten dance yet, but we do have theater.
The event featured artwork and artist demonstrations from students at every grade level from all across the district.
First of all, they'd see a wonderful art exhibit. It's the opening for the K-12 all-school art show, and there's some really fantastic pieces, and including some senior work that was recognized. These are our graduating seniors. And then there are demonstrating artists out in the lobby talking about their craft. The Dearborn Youth Symphony will have their flute choir here playing in the lobby.
One of the highlights of the evening was a concert that featured over 100 students in the performance.
We then proceed into the theater for a performance, and there will be close to 200 students on the stage all at once doing their thing. This is a collage concert. Most of the groups are on stage from the start to the finish, and they don't come on and they don't go off, and it showcases, the spotlights just showcase the various groups.
And for one student, there was no greater feeling than performing on stage.
I am from Fulton High School. This is my fourth year, I'm a senior. I've been drumming since I was in probably second grade, I'll say. It's just my hobby, I just love it. Just the energy, like just electricity. Just people, just every bone in your body just tingling. You just want to play something, you want to do something. You're just happy to be there at that time. Seeing just the people is just a heartwarming feeling.
This concert showed students the value of sharing a stage together.
It's good to be a part of a team because you don't keep your spotlight just on you. You take turns, let everybody have a feeling. Let the people feel how you're feeling. You don't just want to take all the credit because what's the point of it? You're not going to be happy or anything. You let other people play with you. It's going to be the best thing in your life.
The second annual Youth and Arts Festival also showed students the other opportunities that can come from being involved in the arts.
It's because we really believe in the value of arts in education. And I think to showcase the talent and the numbers of kids that are involved in arts in our schools sends a very loud and clear message about how important it is. If you are really interested in the arts as a student, you can have a career in the arts. And we think that arts education is extremely important because it develops well-rounded individuals. By having the festival with the sheer number of people that are involved, you get a real idea of just what it means to so many.
Instead of being like one normal person, you could be a best person that you could ever been. It's like you're upgrading yourself to a new person. I'm a new me now. Since the beginning of the last year till now, I've learned so much, and I would do anything just to keep it.
For over a year, the Dearborn Community Fund's pop design team, comprised of 15 high school students, worked to create new permanent works of art in our city. At a recent ceremony, the students celebrated the results of their hard work.
We are here to celebrate the installation, the ultimate installation, permanent installation of the two sculptures for the city of Dearborn that the pop design team designed.
Today's event was the POP project, which was really the dream of Emma Jean Woodyard. And you see, it took 1 year to come to fruition, and we're so proud of the students, and we're hoping so much that people take the time to go and see both sculptures, the East and the West. We are one community.
The goal that the team had was to promote a message of unity throughout our community.
These two sculptures were built to help promote diversity in the community. While they promote diversity, they do give us a greater sense of unity. And it's kind of that contrast between the two values that they portray, because you have the two interlocking pieces. The back of the bench interlocks with what comes down in the arch. It's kind of like a puzzle. They both go into place as to provide a greater sense of unity in the city. And at the same time, if you look behind both sculptures, you'll see all the different designs behind them, and those are to present some sort of individuality as us as human beings.
The process not only helped create a message of unity in our city, but it helped the students come together and gain greater understanding and respect for one another.
At first, it was tedious. It was really tedious. Like, when are we going to start working? What are we doing? But then we started getting pictures together, ideas together, and we started to understand like what's really going on. The biggest challenge, I think, is getting the design together. And we were like going back and forth, but we decided on something, and I'm really glad it turned out the way it was.
We all respect each other's opinions, and that generally doesn't happen.
Being a part of the POP project helped the students grow in ways that will help them be better prepared for life after high school.
These students, what they've learned in this field from working with the city government, having their offices, being paid for their project, just think they're ready. They're ready for the world out there. It's a tough one, but they know how now to function.
I've gained a lot of experience. Now I know what it takes to build a sculpture, a lot of guidelines you have to follow, and just what the consequences are.
I actually did learn a lot about the casting process, about how these things are cut out and the different technology used to cut them out, and how they're actually put into place, and how they're anchored. It's just phenomenal.
The POP design team's sculptures help show the positive spirit of our community.
We are a great community. I myself am a product of the Dearborn Public Schools, and I think that we are probably one of the best communities on the map as far as I am concerned. And I think that if the people would understand all the opportunities that are available to them, they feel the same way.
This town is made up of different cultures and people, and if we were to have everybody American, everybody Arab, it wouldn't be as representative.
If anything, this sculpture really gives us a greater sense of how art is installed in the community, how artists work, and really how the things are made.
Seeing their work come to fruition meant a great deal to the students, and was a reminder to everyone that anyone can make art and that it all can have a greater purpose.
It means a lot to me because I haven't really done this before. Like, I draw a lot, I plan, I've done it on the computer, but never have I gotten it done in real life. Like, gotten ideas actually built. So it means a lot.
But I would say the most important part of doing art is getting it out there, because if you don't, then how are you going to enrich the lives of your acquaintances, your peers, or just anyone?
Recently at Greenfield Village, a construction launch ceremony was held for the Intermodal Rail Passenger Station project that has been envisioned to be part of our community for over a decade and is rooted in our city's history.
Today we're blending history with the future. This is indeed a wonderful day for the city of Dearborn, the state of Michigan, and Amtrak, and as you heard, the entire Midwest thinking of the vision of how this is going to help connect the entire Midwest to the rest of the country. 2012 will be a banner year for passenger rail. All across the Midwest and the nation, ground will be broken, ribbons will be cut for the next generation of American rail transportation projects. And that season of rebirth begins here today in Dearborn, Michigan.
We're celebrating here today is the beginning of the intermodal, a continuation of intermodal services in Dearborn. Dearborn has a history that goes back to almost all the transportation that ever occurred here in Michigan. And so train became a major part, and Dearborn has hosted a train station in its town from the beginning. So we've always had a train station here, and we've provided passenger service, and this is the next generation of that. And what's so exciting is this has been worked on for decades. This is not something that just happened. And we always envisioned connecting the train station and intermodal services to our major project here, the Henry Ford.
The launching of the Intermodal Rail Passenger Station will create many important prospective elements, including job growth and economic gains, as well as to be an effective method of transportation that creates greater connectivity between Dearborn and other cities in the Midwest.
At FRA, we've seen time and time again that these investments result in economic dividends for local communities, with literally hundreds of millions of dollars in private investment that follows construction of stations like this one that will be underway here in Dearborn. In fact, according to the U.S. Department of Commerce, every dollar spent on rail infrastructure generates 3 times that in job creation and economic output. And that's why President Obama has committed $10.1 billion for rail development, and why Michigan is among 32 states that are moving forward with intercity passenger rail projects. Rail will help us reduce our reliance on foreign oil, protect our environment, mitigate congestion, and connect regions, like the region here in the Midwest, in a way that they haven't been connected before. So collectively, these investments are going to mean trip times that are going to be quicker than driving and competitive with flying, with improved reliability. And this intermodal facility here at Dearborn is going to be your gateway to that stronger regional economy.
Creating new modes of transportation are vital not only to Dearborn, but to the entire nation. This is why those involved in the project take such great pride in the steps that are being taken to make this a reality and see the hope that it brings for our future.
An Amtrak station fast becomes the symbol for pride and growth in the community. And it's this background, I can assure you, that bringing Amtrak riders to this state-of-the-art station adjacent to one of the leading tourist attractions in the state and quite frankly in the nation will no doubt be a significant boon to your community.
High-speed transit between here and other places around the world is going to be critical to the continued growth and economic development and well-being of our people. We are proud of the fact that this is a meaningful step, but this is going to be a tremendous stride forward to and for all of our people.